Hey, how you doing? Justin here. Today we are going to check out an open G version of Wild Horses by the Rolling Stones. This wasn't actually the lesson I was intending on doing, but while I was doing a bit of browsing around for this tune, I found this fantastic version, kind of a live studio thing of Keith and Mick and Ronnie playing it. And the guitar just sounds amazing. It's actually pretty simple to do. The chords in open G make it real tasty. There's quite a few layers on the original recording, and I'm not sure if this is one of them or not. I always thought it was open E, actually, the original one. I've often played it in standard tuning, but I just love this version, and I think that you might like it as well. So let me take you through what the chords are and the idea here. It's open G, as I said, so the tuning is D, G, D, G, B, and D. There's extra lessons over on the website if you want some more information about open G tuning, but let me take you through the chords. So the first chord, there's a video, I'll link to it over if you go to the website for this lesson page. In the supplemental videos will be the exact video that I've seen, that I've watched and stolen a lot of these chord grips directly from Keith and watched how he's playing it, although there's a couple of edits in the video where I'm pretty sure what I'm hearing isn't what I'm seeing. So let me take you through the chords first of all, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the rhythm and the variations that you could do. So the intro is a G chord. Now there's no thicker string on Keith's guitar, I should point that out. So it's just he's playing his famous 5-string open G. So even though I told you the thicker string, there should be a note D, which it should be if you're going to keep it on, in case you accidentally hit it. If you want to do it super authentically, you want to take off that thicker string. First chord that Keith is playing, open, 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 3rd fret, 5th fret. Okay, nothing on the thicker string. Really nice, powerful sounding G chord. You can get a regular G with no fingers at all. It's definitely got a different kind of texture to playing it this way. So it's G for a bar, 2, 3, 4 to A minor 7, A minor 11. Probably would be its proper correct name. So hopefully some of you would know that that would be a regular A minor grip like that, but because the 5th string has been tuned down one tone, if we want it to sound like an A, we have to move it up a tone. So that's how we get our A minor 7, and then this note is the 11th or the 4th. And it's those two chords for the intro. So we start off with this G, A minor, 2, 3, back to G, A minor, 3, 4, back to G. Now to the verse. I'm going to take you more through the rhythm in a second, but let's get through the chords first. So B minor, really nice little B minor. Hopefully many of you again would know that that would be kind of a shape for a B minor. But because of the tuning, that note has to go up 2, so that takes us to that. The open G is just a lovely, get this nice little clash there. Those two notes are the same anyway. It's a lovely, lovely B minor in this tuning. So it's B minor, childhood G chord, no fingers. Back to B minor. Is easy to G. I'll talk about some of those fills a little bit. A minor, same as the B minor but down 2 frets. So there was B minor, A minor 7, just like we had in the intro. Those things you C chord. C chord is just a bar at the 5th fret. You're not playing the thicker string, remember? D, G. So C, D, G. Into another D. Now, first time Keith plays the D chord in this particular spot, plays it down there, but I think he kind of realizes it doesn't sound as good. And every other time he does it up here, just the same. This is a D chord as well, the 7th fret. And verse, the second half of the first verse, back to B minor, gracelessly there to the G, B minor, you know who I am, back to the G, A minor, you know I can't let you to C, D, G, slide through my D chorus, A minor, wild C chord, D, G, couldn't drag me away. Now this, it's kind of like, it looks like a D minor 7, but this is really an F chord. We've got the wrong bass note here. It's a C bass note. So we're mostly strumming the thinnest 4 strings, and then it goes to the C. Okay, so from the A, for the chorus, A minor, wild C chord, D, G, couldn't F, going to C. Little B minor to A minor, bridging it. Wild, wild horses, we'll ride them someday. Then we're back in another verse. It does a verse, chorus. The one other bit that you need to know about is the solo, where it goes F. C, da ba da ba da G, do 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 do. And we're back to another verse again. So let's have a little talk about the rhythm now. The biggest and most important factor of all of this is keeping the hand moving. So it's 16th note strumming, so you get this 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. So even if you're just strumming on the beat, you're still getting 4 hand motions. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4, or down, up, 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 down, up. Keith uses that kind of trick quite often, not all the time, but very often. In this particular performance, when he's playing like the live acoustic version of this that I've kind of copying most of this stuff from, it's a little bit more random. He's playing just fitting with the song, and it's quite relaxed. It's not really a strumming pattern. Ronnie's is even less consistent, but that's kind of his character, and that's part of the way I think the reason the Stones blend so well is his kind of inconsistent rhythm stuff blending with Keith's consistency, maybe. Just guessing. I mean, one of the greatest bands of all time, you know, but we can take guesses at why it works and why it's so brilliant. But in this particular song, most Rolling Stones fans that have heard the song a bit will be familiar with some of the rhythms. I'm going to try and give you the count, but probably the best way to learn many of them is by listening to the original recordings over and over again and really getting them in your ear. I think that's a more Stones-like approach than counting it and learning the kind of the maths behind it. However, particularly for the intro, the rhythm pattern that sticks in my mind is the one off the original recording more than this improvised live acoustic studio jam. And that's more like down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 1, 2 and a 3 and 4 E and 1, 2 and a 3 and 4 E and 1, 2 and a 3 and 4 E and 1, 2 and a 3 and 4 E and. Similar pattern. Okay, that 4 E and there on the D, that's a real key thing. 6, 2, 3, 4 E and 1, 2. through that section, that one strumming pattern kind of mostly works, except for the little 40 and that you have on the D chord at a certain point in the where is it? The sixth bar of the verse, where you got that. It's a real specific kind of point. Again, you're better off doing this by listening. If you're playing it on your own, you definitely want to change things up a little bit for the chorus. If you just keep the same strumming pattern all of the way through, it will get a little bit boring. It is what happens again, you know, when they're playing it in this acoustic setting. When it comes to the chorus, it's a little bit more active. There's a bit more Hammond organ and stuff like that going on. But if you're playing on your own, that kind of strumming pattern, you know, is a nice change from the down, down, up, down, down, up, down. That's a really great pattern for the verses, but for the choruses, it really wants to pick up a little bit there. I think that's kind of important. And the same again going into the solo. Keeping building. And then it chills right back down again. You know, that's part of, again, this dynamic is the sensitivity to the music and trying to, you know, feel it a little bit softer when it's going softer and trying to be a bit more delicate and a bit more touching the guitar in a different way. How you feel about how you touch the instrument will make quite a big difference in a tune like this. It's quite exposed. There's not a lot going on. Let me take you through that verse and add in a couple of those fills so you can see them in action. So the B minor, childhood G chord. Yeah, that's just 4th fret, 2nd fret, open on the 3rd string, but with the thinnest 2 strings ringing out together. It's easy to do. 2nd, 4th, thinnest string twice, sliding back to the 2nd fret, open 3rd string, open 4th string. Okay. It's easy to do. Things you want to. If you happen to be watching over on YouTube, do remember there are loads more Rolling Stones lessons over on the website, and lessons on Open G and the chord grips and all of that sort of stuff is covered over there. There'll be a link in the description. If you are on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate your support, and the bell icon will get you notified when I'm going live, because I quite often do little live streams of transcribing and that Q&A sessions, that kind of stuff. Hopefully, I'll see you for plenty more Rolling Stones lessons or other songs, depending on who it is that you like very soon. You take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.